Good morning, everyone. So today is the 17th of January 2022. Good morning. The little message from God and Jesus Christ, our Savior. And I jump in. Then let me do it. Opening prayers, Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord. Right? Now, God gave me a lot of dreams last night, right? But I have a book. I'm in Trinidad today, and I don't have a book to write down the dreams, right? So as I go along, each one I've seen it, right? So let me jump in. Let me start. Let me load. Right. Now, last night, God gave me a dream with someone. Someone is for you to pick it up. It's not for you to leave it alone, right? Good. Someone getting ready to get married, and they're going to get married to the wrong person. They're going to get married to the wrong person, right? And that is not their destiny they were supposed to be at, right? That's not who they're supposed to be, and they choose to go and tie in to this person, right? We all can choose. God doesn't force us to do things we don't want to do, right? But we do have no control over the consequences for the action and what will happen to us. If God trying to teach you and show you the right direction in life and you don't want to go that direction, you have to just go through whatever you need to go through before, right? Now, the person now who's going to get married to the wrong person, they know, they're fully aware they're not supposed to get married to this person. They know, they're fully aware of it, right? They know, right? But they just, because they think, we always think, right? And they know, deep down, they know they're not supposed to, right? So, this person, I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? Now, when I was going to get married, one of my marriage, I was going to get married. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, somehow I feel I'm not supposed to get married to this person. I feel so, I don't know, I don't want to walk on the aisle with this person. And my mind telling me, this marriage will lead me to divorce. Right? I know what I told myself, because I felt obligated and I felt that, what is the right thing to do. I decided to get married, right? And I watched myself in the mirror and said, you know what, fine, let me just do it and done, out of obligation. And if it's to be, it's not to be, but then fine, I'll just get divorced, right? I'll just divorce afterwards. And so said, so done. That's exactly what ended up happening to me. I ended up getting divorced afterwards, because God was trying to tell me this is the wrong marriage I was entering into. But I didn't want to listen. I ended up going into the wrong marriage, and afterwards I had to pay the consequences of my action, right? And what really happened in that marriage is what he told me before it was going to happen. It really happened. But I didn't want to listen. Right? Good. So sometimes we just think we want to obligate to someone. Consult with God first. What should I do? God, what should I do? Lead me to the direction that you want me to go. Who am I supposed to get married to? What am I supposed to do? Right? Ask him. Because going down the wrong direction, it has cost you heavily. It has cost you a lot, right? So, I delivered a message for whoever going to do the wrong marriage, and in your heart you're not supposed to get married to that person. You felt it, you know what will lead you to, you know what will happen, you know everything, you already know already. What is the consequence of the action, right? You already know. So, I delivered a message for that person, right? Good. That is one. Good. Let me jump into the next message now. I dream some people, right? They were supposed to live in the spirit. Their destiny is to live in the spirit. But they're living in this world, and having this world contaminated. They can't even see. They can't even hear. They can't, nothing, and they're supposed to live in the spirit. Things right in front of them spiritually, and they can't see it. They can't see what's going on. And God trying to tell them, you have to live in the spirit, and they don't want to live in the spirit. And it is worse living in this world where it's supposed, okay, if God have for you to live in His Spirit and you choose to live of this world and you're not living in His Spirit, there are consequences for your action. Hear what you said, right? For that action. When you choose to live not of the Spirit, and that is your destiny to live in the Spirit, because that's what your destiny is, your purpose and your destiny is, and you choose not to live in the Spirit, your consequence for that action, he said, is sickness, poverty, misery, and death. Right? When you live in the Spirit, it's not going to say that you can't have things of this world, you know. He's give you, he's blessed you. He's blessed you, right? He blessed Abraham. He blessed Jacob. He blessed Job. He blessed Isaac. He just blessed you. But you cannot live of this world. You have to live of the Spirit, because there are things that you're supposed to do for Him in the Spirit. And He had put things in the Spirit for you to do for Him. And if you don't fall in your purpose and your destiny that you're supposed to do, and you disobeying God, and you being disobedient to God, and not being, there are consequences for your action. There are consequences for your action. So he said, it brings your consequence for your action, brings sickness, bring misery, bring poverty, and then eventually death. That is what it brings. When God has something for you, ordained for you to live in His Spirit, because you have something for Him, He has something for you to do, and you choose not to, that is what it brings, right? So who that for? I'll pick it up. Who is not for, you leave it alone, right? Because a person who is supposed to live in His Spirit, this dog, this little puppy right there, trap, and they were supposed to save this puppy, and they couldn't see it because they're living off the world so much. And then when they miss what it's supposed to do, what it's supposed to do for God, they miss what it's supposed to do. He make me look up, and He show me poverty, misery, sickness, death. Right? Because you are off. Right? Good. So whoever for, you pick it up. Who is not for, you leave it alone, right? Good. I had a sound for this one, I had a sound for this one. Right. So that is 2 messages here, right? Now, I dream. The 3rd message now. I dreamt this guy. He is tall. Not taller than me. But the strangest thing is that he touched me. I was dreaming in a dream, and he touched me. I know in a dream. Right? Because I was watching around and a thing, and he touched me, and I was going to my next, where God leaded me to see, and he touched me. And he said, he smiled. He smiled. And I watched up. I was like, how you could touch me? And who are you? I didn't say hi. I was puzzled, right? I was puzzled about this guy. I don't know who is this guy, eh? This guy had me kind of real this morning. I said, God, who is that guy? But God, I want to answer and tell me who it is. Eh? He want to tell me. So I said, is that my husband, my future husband? You're trying to show me there? Is that my future husband, God? I said, nah, that can't be my future husband. The age of, nah, you know me like young guys, right, Lord? So it can't be my husband, right? But anyhow, since you give me the 2nd message about getting in the wrong marriage, I want to enter next wrong marriage, right? So you can tell me who is my husband, right? I'll wait on you, right? So he answered me, who is that guy? But that guy, I get this morning, that guy in my mind. I don't know who is that guy. But the most amazing part is how he could touch me in a dream. Right? So there are people who is very spiritual. Just try to be in a dream, and you know in a dream. I know in a dream. And I go into, and he just like, we just passing each other. Right? So it was real amazing, eh? It was real amazing. I don't know who is that guy, but he looked real cute, eh? Right? But anyhow, I don't know who is that guy, right? So I asked God who it is, and He won't tell me who it is, right? So I guess He could tell me later on, right? Good. Right. So, next dream now. I gone in the school, in the school, and it had children who died. Children who died. They have a thing on a wall for them of everyone who died. They put another thing on a wall. There will be some deaths for some children, and they kind of like, you just thing them, remembering them. They have them on a wall. Apparently, some children gonna die, right? Okay, so that is one message. Next message. There are some people who is asleep. They living their life asleep. Real asleep. Sleep. Their whole life, years just passing, and they are asleep. They're in the wrong life they're supposed to be in. They are asleep. When I say sleep. They are asleep. They know nothing about this world. Nothing. They're just asleep. And when they do, some of them do get up. It's like they're lost. They're totally lost. Right? So apparently some people could be awakened just now of what's going on, and they're eventually going to start living their life. Because when they do get up and they realize, wait now, all this life I waste, nah boy, I'm going to get up boy, I'm going to start living my life. And they're going to start living their life to how they were supposed to live their life. Right? Good. So that's next street. Next street. People selling food. Just selling food. Selling food. On the side of the road. Just selling food. But I just passing and I see them selling food. I say, okay. But I ain't want to buy nothing. I just watching them. They're watching them. I pass by and I go to the next direction. It's like a camouflage of illusion. Right? Be careful out there with your food. Be careful with your food, right? Be careful with your food. Be careful with your food. No, he took me to our next dream. This dream was by a road. And when he took me to this road now, I walk in. And when I look at the left of the road, I see like water coming down. Water, right? Water that's coming down. Water that's coming down, right? And I just turned around and I came back to the roadway I went to, right? Now, God has taken us to places and have people passing through our life for a reason, a purpose in our life. And we have no idea. How come we meet this person? How come this person passed through? How come I end up in this, But there's a reason and purpose for every single thing in our life. And we just question why this person passed through life, why this happened, why that happened, right? But there's a reason and purpose for every single thing in our life, right? Now hear what God said, right? Hear the scriptures He gave me to give you all, right? In Galatians chapter 5 verse 16 to 21. Now I did the scriptures yesterday with a guy, right? We was going through the Bible and talking to the Bible together. And this morning now he downloaded this with me. I said, but God, I was doing this yesterday, right? So he said, this is what going with my dream, right? Hear what he said, right? This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, right? So he said to walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You don't want the lust of the flesh if you walk in the Spirit. And that is true. That is very, very true. Because since I started this journey, I started walking in the Spirit. I don't lust I don't feel for anything of the flesh. I don't. And I thank God for it. I just thank God for it every day. My body don't, except that one dream I had and I'll jump about it, right? But it don't, your body don't feel for the lust of this earth, right? Now here what he said too, right? For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would. Right? So he said it's a battle between both of them. But if you live in his spirit, you would not want to lust after the flesh. So live in his spirit. There are people on this earth God have put to live in his spirit, because he know it will make them lead to destruction if they live of the flesh. Because he know the battle they have. So he put them to live in the flesh, in his spirit, sorry. He have put them to live in his spirit, not the flesh, because he know what will happen to them. Right? But if you be led of the spirit, you are not under the law. Now the words of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, right? So he go on and on and on, right? Now if God know that what the flesh leads to you, he will get you out of the flesh and put you in his spirit and tell you to live in his. You are supposed to live in his spirit. So these things would not affect you, because he know what will happen to you if you live, right, of the flesh, right? Good. And as he said, when we do not, if we are destined to live in his spirit and we choose other direction, what we wasn't destined to live, it brings sickness, misery, poverty, and debt. Right? So, who is for you pick it up? Who is not for you leave it alone, right? Okay, so that is it, right? So have a blessed day today. Peace and love is the most powerful thing on this earth. Jesus Christ and God wants you to come to him so he can show you what is your purpose and what is your destiny, right? Okay, one more thing. You should read the whole of Galatians chapter 5 verse 16 to 21, right? Read those verses for this, what I just tell you, right? Something might click, right? That you know what we're talking about, right? If you see you pick it up. It's not for you, leave it alone, right? Bye.